Located in the heart of Manitou Springs, Colorado, stood a mansion that called to many but only invited a few. A few that would never be heard of again. Every year on Halloween evening, this mansion held a masquerade ball and initiation night to initiate 3 new members into their private elite club. The members ranged from shop owners, bankers, CEOs, doctors, politicians, lawyers, and many other high-ranking officials. But this type of night also called for other fortunate or unfortunate guests to be invited. Those who were not initiates, but guests of honor, if you will. These guests will don their finest gowns and dark masquerade masks, driven by curiosity of being a part of this exclusive night. The ballroom was a macabre scene of horror and decadence. The black chandeliers dawned a dim light upon the marble floor as the initiates and invited guests of honor danced, socialized, and drank the wine that flowed freely in excess, as lavish food as figs, apples, and pomegranates filled the air with a sweet aroma. But amid the celebration lurked something darker than the hidden identities of the masked initiates and guests. As the clock finally struck midnight, the doors at the end of the ballroom slowly opened, filling the room with sounds of ritual drums as a group of masked, cloaked figures emerged, all wearing horrifying masks, each one more grotesque than the other. The drums stopped as the guests all paused in bewilderment. Then a deep and commanding voice filled the ballroom. "Welcome, new initiates, and of course honored guests. Tonight, we gather in celebration of our new members into the Order of the Forked Tongue, as well as to honor our guests. But such an honor demands something of substance." The cloaked masked figures circled the ballroom, blocking all initiates and guests from even the possibility of trying to flee. The guest whispers turned into sheer silence. The commanding voice spoke once again, but this time only instructing the new initiates. "Tonight, the main feast are our honored guests." The ballroom turned into a room of horrors. The initiates and initiated started tearing into the guests, indulging in a bloodthirsty feast, one acting more animalistic than the other. Wine and blood mixed as it spilled onto the marble floor of the ballroom. At the end of the feast, the initiates and initiated all stood in the midst of the grotesque carnage that they all took part in, finalizing their oath of secrecy. The ballroom went silent. The mansion's dark secret will be kept shrouded in mystery until next year, for another group of honored guests to be invited.